Hello there, welcome to Siyasat TV. It is Saturday, April 24th, 2021. I am Sumaya Junaid Ahmed in Hyderabad, where we get you all the big news stories of the day from across India and the world. And here is our top headlines.
In a span of 24 hours, over 3,42,000 fresh COVID-19 cases in India and 2,624 deaths in new records high. 20 COVID patients dead at Delhi hospital due to low oxygen pressure. Delhi hospital's oxygen SOS top official breaks down, says overwhelmed. Justice N.V. Ramana sworn in as new Chief Justice of India. Rahul Gandhi slams Centre as Central Vista project bids open amid COVID crisis. New COVID mutant seems to be undetectable by RT-PCR, says Delhi doctor. Americans first, United States defense export ban on COVID vaccine raw materials to India. In a span of 24 hours, 7,432 fresh positive cases and 33 deaths in Telangana.
Let us begin with our top story. In a new record, India reported the highest daily surge in the world with over 3.46 lakh COVID infections, which take the country's caseload to 1.66 crore. The country also saw the deadliest day of the pandemic with 2,624 deaths. This is the third consecutive day when over 3 lakh cases have been recorded.
SOS messages are being sent out by top hospitals, patients and their family and friends amid shortage of medical oxygen and hospital beds. Delhi and Maharashtra recorded the highest ever numbers of deaths in a single day. Maharashtra, the worst hit state, recorded 773 COVID-linked deaths in the last 24 hours, while Delhi reported 348 deaths.
Moving on to our next story, 20 people died last night at the Jaipur Golden Hospital in Delhi due to shortage of medical oxygen, a top official at the hospital said today, highlighting the worsening situation in the National Capital's hospital. Jaipur Golden Hospital is the second hospital in the city that sent SOS over the shortage of oxygen this morning.
Earlier, Moolchand Hospital in a tweet appealed for urgent help from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal. More than 130 COVID patients are on life support, it stressed. Several hospitals over the past 3 days have flagged a crisis of oxygen supply, beds and medicines amid rising COVID cases.
5 COVID-19 patients undergoing treatment in the ICU of a private hospital in Madhya Pradesh, Jabalpur city, died allegedly after the stock of medical oxygen at the facility got over. The incident took place during the intervening night of Thursday and Friday at Galaxy Hospital.
The police personnel who were patrolling the area reached the hospital at night on receiving a message about the outcry of family members outside the facility. The hospital was waiting for the supply of 10 oxygen cylinders late night on Thursday, but the vehicle transporting them broke down. Later, a police team was rushed to the private agency to collect the cylinders. The family members have urged the police to conduct an inquiry into the matter.
Amid the shortage of medical oxygen across the country, oxygen SOS calls continue. The Moolchand Hospital in Delhi sent out an SOS this morning over oxygen shortage as it appealed for the urgent help from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal. More than 130 COVID patients are on life support. Madhu Handa, Medical Director of Moolchand Hospital, broke down as she gave details of the situation about an hour later.
She says we are down to around 30 minutes of oxygen supply at the moment, but yes, cognizance has been taken and nodal officers have responded, but I think there are other hospitals facing similar challenge, so they now have to prioritize. But it is really bad. I have been coordinating since 4 in the morning for this. We have retained all our night staff, called in additional people just so we ensure that we save as many lives as possible. We hope the supply comes in time, but we are keeping our fingers crossed. Elaborating on the struggles being faced by hospitals, she underlined, this is a never-ending thing. It happens every day. Today is one of the worst days and I am really sorry. We just have to keep going. and it is overwhelming and it is very depressing. I am sorry, I can't go on because I have to go back to coordinating with team, but I just want to highlight it is the sad state of affairs. Delhi health infrastructure has been buckling under pressure with an unprecedented surge in COVID cases.
Alright, Justice N.V. Ramana took oath as 48th Chief Justice of India this morning. President Ram Nath Kovind administered him the oath at Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi in a small ceremony due to COVID restrictions.
In a farewell to Justice S.A. Bobde, who retired as Chief Justice yesterday, Justice Ramana said, "We are going through testing times as we battle the COVID wave. Lawyers, judges and court staff are all affected due to the virus. Some hard measures may be necessary to break the chain of transmission. We can defeat the pandemic together with dedication." Another challenge Justice N.V. Ramana faced is filling up 6 vacancies in the top court. During Justice S.A. Bobde's tenure, not a single judge has been appointed to the top court.
Well, terming the centre's decision to allow multiple prices for vaccine discriminatory, senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram on Friday suggested states to jointly form price negotiation committee to work out a uniform rate with the manufacturers.
Mr. Chidambaram also accused the central government of having abdicated its responsibility and surrendering to corporate profiteers. The Congress leader said in a series of tweets, the best way forward is for the state government to jointly form a price negotiation committee and offer a uniform price with the 2 vaccine manufacturers. He said the joint purchasing power of the state government would force the manufacturers to agree to a uniform price.
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Friday questioned the government's priority in going ahead with the Central Vista project in the midst of COVID-19 crisis.
He alleged that this is happening when there are no tests being done, vaccines are not available and there is a short of oxygen and ICU beds in the country. COVID crisis, no test, no vaccine, no oxygen, no ICU. Priorities, he tweeted, attaching a news item that said government has invited bids for the 3 Secretariat building under Central Vista project.
And speaking on the COVID pandemic in the country, Delhi Dr. Sondra Dipta Chandra on Friday said the new mutants seem to be undetectable by the RT-PCR test. For some reason, the RT-PCR tests are not being able to detect all of them. He says he believes double or triple mutant are there and it is possible that because of their change and structure, the tests are not able to detect them. Listen in.
Undetectable by the RT-PCR tests. For some reason, the RT-PCR tests are not being able to detect all of them. I do believe there are double mutant and triple mutant varieties that have been discovered, and it's possible that because of their change in their structure, the RT-PCR tests are not able to detect them. I do believe genomic studies are also going on to find out any newer varieties which are available at the moment. The newer variety seems to be causing some new signs and symptoms as compared to what we saw in the first wave. We are now seeing patients coming with diarrhea, abdominal pain, rashes, conjunctivitis, confusion state, brain fog, bluish discoloration of the fingers, bluish discoloration of the toes, bleeding through the nose, bleeding through the throat, apart from the usual symptoms like sore throat, body aches, fever, loss of smell and taste. They all seem to.
According to the mathematical module devised by IIT scientists, the ongoing second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic in India may peak between 11th to 15th of May with 33 to 35 lakh total active cases and decline steeply by the end of May.
In predicting that the active case would go up to about 10 lakh by mid of May before sliding, scientists from the Indian Institute of Technology in Kanpur in Hyderabad applied the susceptible, undetected, tested positive and removed approach Sutra model. The scientists also said Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan and Telangana may see a high new cases by 25th of April and 30th of April, while Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh might already have reached their peak in new cases. Earlier this month, the mathematical modeling approach predicted that active infections in the country would peak by 15th of April, but this didn't come true.
And defending United States restrictions on the export of key raw material for the manufacturers of COVID-19 vaccine that threatens to slow India vaccination drive, a senior State Department official has said that Biden administration first obligation is to take care of the requirements of American people.
India is currently facing a massive surge in COVID-19 infections. The country today added a record over 3.46 lakhs new coronavirus cases in a single day, taking the country's tally to 1,66 lakh 10,481, while active cases crossed the 24 lakh mark.
Let us shift our focus to Telangana, where COVID cases continue to surge in state. Telangana reported 7,432 coronavirus fresh positive cases and 33 deaths on Friday, taking the total number of cases to 3,87,106 and the death toll to 1,961.
Meanwhile, the recovery cases went up to 3,26,997, with 2,157 cases recovering from the virus in the single day. At present, there are 58,148 active cases in the state. The positive cases reported across the state include 1,464 from GHMC alone.
Rajagunda Commissionerate of Police Mahesh Bhagwat said around 225 coronavirus patients have been reported among the police officials of Rajagunda police station limits.
Mahesh Bhagwat asked the public to strictly follow the preventive measures to keep the virus at bay. He further said that vaccination has been completed for 95% of police officials under Rajagunda Commissionerate limits.
Getting a hospital bed with oxygen or ventilator support has become a tough task for patients and their relatives as surge of new COVID infections and active cases continue in Hyderabad.
As on Friday, Telangana Institute of Medical Science in Gachibowli is only territory government hospital that still has ventilator and oxygen beds for patients with moderate and severe COVID infections. However, given the surge in cases, the hospital's beds at TIMS are expected to fill up in coming few days. At Gandhi Hospital, all the 619 ventilator beds are filled, while there are at least another 300 vacant oxygen beds. Due to the struggle in accessing hospital beds, critical patients needing immediate ventilator care or oxygen supply are ending up traveling long distances. As the pandemic is expected to progress further in the coming weeks, the public could find even more difficulties in accessing beds with oxygen and ventilator support.
A two-judge panel of the Telangana High Court comprising Chief Justice Hema Kohli and Justice B. Vijayasan Reddy on Friday expressed serious dissatisfaction against the central government for its inability to cope with oxygen and medicine supplies required in the state. Coming down heavily on state government for poor management of present pandemic situation, the panel pointed out various deficiencies in the status report filed by the officers.
Pointing out at the report, the panel observed that of the 19 lakh tests conducted in the state for the last 21 days, only 3 lakh are RT-PCR, and that too a major portion of them are conducted in GHMC. The state could have conducted 8.4 lakh tests as per its claimed capacity of testing, but the numbers are below half of its capacity. The panel pointed out and remarked no attempt was made to ramp up testing.
Alright, the state government, with the objective of ensuring COVID-19 vaccines for all, is mulling several options before it, particularly in the view of the fast approaching date of 1st of May when the younger lot in the state will be eligible for vaccination.
Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao is learned to have discussed various issues, including the possibility of administering vaccines free of cost with top officials. The Chief Minister, sources said, is inclined to go for a free vaccination but has sought further details on the population demographics, requirement of vaccines and sourcing of the virals. Now that other vaccine players like Russian Sputnik and Pfizer are likely to enter Indian markets soon, Chief Minister Chandrasekhar Rao, who himself is quarantined after testing positive earlier this week, is expected to take final call once he is armed with all the facts and figures.
Director of Public Health Dr. G. Srinivasa Rao on Friday said all returnees from the Kumbh Mela must undergo a quarantine of 14 days.
Dr. Rao said all the Kumbh Mela returnees in Telangana must ensure they do not interact with their family members while they are undergoing the 2-week quarantine. Dr. Srinivasa Rao added, I urge all the Kumbh Mela returnees to visit the nearest government healthcare facility if they develop any kind of COVID-19 symptoms like fever, cough, cold, etc. for free COVID tests.
Moving on to our international news, Israeli police scuffled with Palestinians for a second night on Friday in occupied East Jerusalem amid mounting tensions over a ban on gathering and anger fueled by videos posted on attack.
The fresh violence came after clashes overnight in which the Palestinian read recent report at least 105 wounded, of whom approximately 20 were transferred to hospital, while Israeli police said 20 officers have been injured. On Thursday, police had barred access to some areas where Palestinians usually gather in large numbers during the Muslim fasting month of Ramadan, sparking confrontations outside one of the entrances of the walled old city. Tensions were fueled by arrival of far-right Israeli Jewish group at the end of a march, during which they harassed Palestinians and chanted death to Arab. Clashes broke out between worshippers and police, with water bottles hurled at officers who fired stun grenades to disperse the crowd.
Before we wrap up our bulletin, let's have a look on our headlines.
In a span of 24 hours, over 3,42,000 fresh COVID-19 cases in India and 2,624 deaths in new record high. 20 COVID patients dead at Delhi hospital due to low oxygen pressure. Delhi hospital's oxygen SOS top official breaks down, says overwhelmed. Justice N.V. Ramana sworn in as new Chief Justice of India. Rahul Gandhi slams Centre as Central Vista project bids open amid COVID crisis. New COVID mutant seems to be undetectable by RT-PCR, says Delhi doctor. Americans first, United States defends export ban on COVID vaccine raw materials to India. In a span of 24 hours, 7,432 fresh positive cases and 33 deaths in Telangana.
Well, that is the Siyasat TV English news for this Saturday. Thanks for watching. I am Sumayya Junaid Ahmed. Have a great day.